Hi, I'm Mark Morehouse from the Cedar Rapids Gazette. I cover Iowa usually, but I'm here in Ames with Gazette sports writer Dylan Montz. He covers Iowa State. He knows this stuff. I'm just kind of trying to catch up because I was, last week with Miami, Ohio. Here we go. Iowa State didn't run the ball really well last week. Offensive line had some problems.
What we did is we put ourselves in some tough situations for that offensive line to get exposed. And, there's 7 offensive penalties in the football game. 5 of those are 15-yard runs or more that get called back. And when that happens, I think you really handcuff yourself and put yourself in some tough situations. And obviously that's what happened to us.
Yeah, they just set themselves back with penalties so much. I mean, it would seem like, Mike Warren would bust off a decent run. He only had 12 carries and 30 yards, but they would get set back with penalties. It's a young offensive line, a lot of patchwork, a lot of guys trying to just get plugged in. Redshirt freshmen starting on the offensive line, and as long as we're on redshirt freshman, Julian Good-Jones, who was suspended for the first game for a violation of team rules. Matt Campbell said in his press conference on Monday that it kind of stemmed from something in the spring, had been resolved. He'll be back starting at right tackle.
Former Cedar Rapids, Washington
guy. He'll be starting at right tackle. That'll help a lot, as Matt Campbell said, but they just need to clean up some of that holding stuff and really give Warren a chance to run the ball, because they only had, 51 rushing yards as a team. So really, it was them kind of not getting out of their own way at times. So if they can clean up some of those things, they'll be in better shape, I should say.
Iowa State quarterback Joel Lanning, 2 interceptions late.
My 2 picks at the end of the game, I was trying to make a play and just didn't get enough air on it, and the guy made a great play. And then the other one was just a misread by me. I mean, not the receiver's fault or anything. I just needed to make a better play.
He showed flashes at times of being able to, throw really nice balls. He got Dondre Daly in stride for a long touchdown. Hakeem Butler and Alan Lazard made touchdown catches in the same place. He really put it in a good spot for him. But just those kind of odd interceptions. The first one he threw as they were trying to drive there, it was like an arm punt. He just couldn't get it around anybody, and it just lofted up there like he's playing a game of 500. But if he can kind of improve some of that accuracy, and he talked about that in the offseason, how his footwork has really been his focus, and if he can just kind of really get back to those fundamentals and kind of merge that mental aspect of the game with some of his physical tools, because he has such a nice arm, he'll be in a little bit better shape too. But it's just, it's putting that all together and, really kind of embracing what his role is, as large as it is.
Tail of the tape with Desmond King and Alan Lazard. Alan Lazard really is 6'5". I was just standing next to him. He's really 6'5". Desmond King, close to 6 feet, probably more like my height, a true 5'11" dude.
Obviously, he's not as tall as me or anything like that, but he's a tremendous athlete, and that's how he makes up in his size. And he's a physical guy, and so I just got to be able to use my height and my weight to my advantage.
It's going to be really fascinating to see how he can use that size, and if Iowa State will try to move him around, move him away from King a little bit against Maben maybe. I know we've talked about that a little bit.
Moving that it's going to be weird. King usually soaks up the best wide receiver, but Iowa is pretty set on playing corners on set sides of the field. There's no boundary. They don't flip boundary field corners. They just play one guy on one spot. King got shifted around last week when Iowa played dime, was really the only other personnel package they threw out. King got flipped around, played a little against the slot a little bit. It'll be interesting because it was a bad week for Greg Maben. We'll save our predictions for later. Dylan and I will be combining on this week's 2-minute drill. He'll cover the Iowa State side. I'll cover the Iowa side. For now, we're looking at a beautiful empty field here at Jack Trice Stadium. Gorgeous. Love the new thing, the new enclosed end zone. We're off in Iowa State week. One thing that Dylan, I asked the players, Iowa State players, they think that the rivalry's there's more heat and hate coming from the fan base. It was kind of interesting to hear that. I don't hate you.
I don't hate you.
All
Yeah,
right.
you helped me out a lot. How could I hate you?
All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.